Hello possums, Dreymasmith here, and we're in my main creative world today, heading along one of the many rail lines that I've built here, and we're heading towards what is probably my favourite village, the village of Corbusier. It's the first village that I decided in Minecraft that I was going to change. Up until then I'd thought, well, you know, they've got their villages. They probably like the way they are. Ignore the rabbits. Oh yeah, authorised personnel. But I found this one, which was a little tiny plains village in the middle of roofed forest. So I decided to change it, and since then I've been changing lots of villages. So you can just see Jeff and Augustus in there. They're the station workers. We've got a little water cooler. We've got a little water cooler, and you put your empty bottles in there. And if we come down here, see, this was a cave that went right under the village, and it goes up into the roof forest, although not anymore. I mean, there were trees right up to this. But if we come in here, we've got the cave cafe. I didn't dig any of this out, it was just as it was. I've tidied it up a bit, obviously. But we've got a little coffee machine, we've got a cake, and people can come here and have something to eat while they're waiting for a train. But if we come this way, it's night and it's raining. Oh, and extensive caves. So we've got Harold, who runs the Spelunking Club, and that goes down to the intermediate caving section. And if you want to be a beginner's caver, you can head down there. And this is for the staff. Hello Augustus, hello Jeff. Now we'll come up here into the village itself. Now this village is called Corbusier because it is based, well actually, every single building in here is a Minecraft version of a design by a Swiss-French architect known as Le Corbusier. His real name was Charles Edward Generet. He died in 1965. And as I said, each one of these is one of his houses. He's very much into prefab. He is known as the father of modernist architecture. So this is 1920. This is his house. We might fly to have a look. It's the advantage of being in creative. And as you can see, it's a concrete box. As you can see, they're almost all concrete boxes. So glad I did this in creative. Here we've got a golem in there. So we'll have a look around. I'll pop down. There are two entrances to the underground. There's this one in the middle of the village. And there's this one off to the side. That goes down to the cafe. So if any of the villagers want to go to the cafe, they can just nip down there. So this is his basic house, which he designed in 1920. It was never actually built. If we come in, I'm so glad I was making this in creative. There's so much concrete. I think I've already said that. Hello. We've got a cupboard. It's a very cheaty cupboard. A little bed. We might actually sleep to get rid of the rain. See if that helps. What's this? Understairs storage. Got a little kitchen. And that's another way out. I tried to furnish these as closely as possible to how Le Corbusier wanted his things furnished. It's very, very minimalist. Not everyone's cup of tea. Come up here. It's a little sink. That's technically a little toilet, but it's just a storage room. A little bedroom here. And a larger bedroom here with a little balcony. What's that? More storage. But The villagers love these. I know they're concrete boxes, but they just think they're fabulous, probably because of all the doors. Now, this is probably his most well-known house. So, this is the Villa Savoye, which was built in Poissy in France in 1929, and this was the Gatehouse. And yeah, it really was that sort of colour green. So, I'll come up to the Gatehouse first. Little one-room house. We've got a little crafting table down there. Now, these aren't quite as spacious as he designed them because we've got metre-thick walls. It does sort of limit you. Now, the villagers adore this place. I've had 2 iron golems spawn, one there and one in the roof garden, as you saw. They go in and out all the time. They open and close the doors. This is the garage, by the way, and this is the chauffeur's quarters. That's the way out. Should be, yeah, more storage, and there should be a little bedroom here. Yep. So I'll come round here. We'll go to this little outdoor sunning area. We'll come round to the maid's quarters. Hello. See a little bedroom here. And there's a laundry here. And then there's a cellar, whoops, down here. See, a little wine cellar. And when I built this, the villagers just went into a breeding frenzy. They loved it. So we'll come up onto the top floor. We've got a kitchen and a little outdoor garden type thing, little patio. And this is a lounge room. And they really were as sparsely furnished as this. Whoops. I can't get out. We've got a bathroom and a bedroom. Hello. Several of you there. That always freaks me out. A little dining area. And this is the roof garden. And this golem spawned in the roof garden. Hello, gorgeous. And if we come here, we have... I had to cut down the number of bedrooms because I just did not have the space. There's another little bedroom here. And then we'll go up here. Another little roof garden. And the main roof, hello. And this goes down to this one. And then we've got here, this is actually 2 houses. I know it looks a bit like a hospital or something. It's the Weisenhof Siedlung number 14, built in Stuttgart in 1927. And this is number 15. And they're almost mirrors of each other. This one's slightly smaller. So you've got a little room here. I don't know what to do with that. And it wasn't really marked on the plans as being anything. Because that's how I did this. I got floor plans of all these. And pictures. And I just went ahead and made them. So there's a little... That's supposed to be like a little study area. So you come up here. And this is all one house. Kitchen. Bathroom. Oh, hello. Open plan bedroom and lounge room. He believed in open plan like you wouldn't believe. He also didn't believe that toilets should have doors on them. I fundamentally disagree. Little roof garden. This one is pretty much the same. I've furnished it a bit more. Don't know why. And then we've got... Oh, the banker's house. Yeah. Villa Henfel, 1935. This was commissioned by a banker who used it to visit his girlfriends and got the bank to pay for it. They found out and were not happy, and he had to pay it all back. Ha ha. Now, this one over here is a hospital. I love this. As hospitals go, I think it's a great idea. It's the new Venice Hospital. He designed it 64 to 65. He died just before they started work and they didn't want to build it without him. So it only exists as a model and as plans, but now it also exists as a Minecraft building. So the idea is you've got individual rooms for the patients, you've got plenty of light that can come in, and they had little blinds that they could control the light. So each one is a different colour, and each one is fully contained. So that's the new Venice Hospital. And again, the villagers just love this. And this is my favourite. It was so difficult to do. This is Villa Baizeau, which was built in Carthage in 1928. I'm so glad I labelled these. I'd never remember. And you can see there's villagers in there. There are villagers in there who spawned in there and they've never come out. I don't know if it's because they don't want to or if it's because they don't know how to. So there's another one. Okay, so we'll come down here. Parking area for a car, because it was just when people were starting to get cars, but you know, only the upper middle class and the upper classes. Little understairs area. This is the main entrance, and that's another entrance. What's this one? Oh, little toilet. So we come up here onto the main floor. There's a kitchen and a dining room, and you can see there's a balcony with a little living room. You do know how to get in, don't you? Another entrance to the wraparound balcony. And I love how the floors are interleaved, and you can actually see that on the front. We'll go around and look at the front again in a minute. So we've got a little bedroom here. And if you notice, there's a walkway up there and you can look right down into the bedroom. He wasn't much of a one for privacy. Oh yeah, that goes through to the kitchen. Another little bedroom, exactly the same. And at the end here, we have a third bedroom, which opens out onto the main balcony. Oh, and there's more going on here. See, the whole idea with this was so that the people who lived in the house could have friends to visit and not see them. They could be kept totally separate from the family unless invited into the family living areas. It's quite awful when you think about it. So this is our little living area, and we've got, you can't quite see it, got the dining room down there. I'll just, see? Just pop that back. So if we come up here, there's another little seating area. Oh, we need to go back down, don't we? It's a bit of a complicated house. I lose track of it. So if we come along here, excuse me, sorry. This is the walkway that looks down into the bedrooms. And we've got the storage. Now, this looks down into the other bedroom. And then we have a guest bedroom here. And you've got steps up, a little seating area. And they can come out onto the rooftop garden. And there's another room here that does the same thing, little seating area, little bedroom. So the guests can come out onto this rooftop garden and not trouble the owners of the house unless the owners of the house want to be troubled by them. It's an incredibly antisocial way to have people over. And then this goes down into the main part of the house again. So we'll pop on out. No, this way. Oh, hang on. We'll come down here. This is the servants' stair. So we've got a little bedroom here. We have another bedroom here. Oh, that's the maid. That's the chauffeur. And this is the main kitchen where all the cooking's done. The little kitchen up there is for the owners of the house to get themselves cups of tea or whatever. Some semblance of independence. So we'll have a look at the front again. So you can see how the floors interleave here and here, and then you've got the rooftop garden. And then I put around it a nice big wall with viewing windows because, look at this, roofed forest. And some of this was roofed forest too. You can actually see where the grass goes darker. I had to clear out quite a lot to be able to make this habitable. But I actually really like how it came out. I am not a fan of modernism. I'm particularly not a fan of brutalism, and Le Corbusier was the instigator of Breton Brut, but it lends itself so well to Minecraft, and the villagers just love it. They have so much fun here. And oh yeah, they have been doing a bit of gardening, not there, but on these two. Anyway, this, I think, is a village in its own right. As I said, I've had 2 iron golems spawn in there. But anyway, this is Corbusier. And how could I call it anything different? Just come around here. There's a little back route up into the Stuttgart houses. So they've got a little shared seating area. Anyway, that's it. I'd love to know what you think, thoughts, if things could be improved, or whether you'd like to see this sort of thing built in survival. There's so much concrete. But no, I'd love to know what you think, because I'm really pleased with this village. Anyway, that's it. This has been Another World. Bye.